Previously, on the Wizard-That-Shan't-Be-Named, Rescue Mission Part 1. Our intrepid heroes, the Wizard and Kendrick, they had been contacted by their new friend, Tantilus the Elf, who was in a devilish state. Tantilus the Elf was worried because his dear sister, had been kidnapped and was held captive in a fortress somewhere in his land. So Tantilus had come to his new friends, the Wizard and Kendrick, for help to help rescue her and get her back. So our intrepid heroes set out, the Wizard, who shan't be named, Tantilus and Kendrick, and of course not to forget Runestar the horse, and they headed to the land of the elves, following Tantilus as they headed out to rescue his sister from whatever fate had befallen her. And now, the conclusion. Ah, young Tantilus the Coffee Maker, I see your timing is impeccable. You've come out just at the right time to take over watch. I'm very impressed, young Kendrick the Coffee Maker. That's no problem at all, Mr. Tantilus Elf. I wasn't sleeping very well anyway. I think it's probably due to the fact that I'm not in my bed, or in my camper van, I should say, and so I'm not used to sleeping in a strange bed, and so I was a little bit uncomfortable and couldn't really get to sleep at all. But that's fine. It doesn't matter. I'll be fine to watch and everything. I'll be okay. I won't let you down. I'll be able to carry out my watch successfully. Never mind. Calm yourself, young Kendrick. I do believe in your ability most strongly. I have no doubt that you will exercise your watch in the utmost professionalism, and you will be alert throughout the whole of your watch. I have no doubt of that. I am indeed truly grateful and thankful that during my time on watch there was no issues or problems or disturbances that bothered me. However, young Kendrick the Coffee Maker, I would strongly advise that you stay alert anyway. Don't become complacent in any way whatsoever. The forest is full of dangers, as I have told you. We must be alert in case the mutant vegetable people decide to make an appearance and attack our camp. For now, I think we should probably put out this fire, just for safety matters. Don't you agree, young Coffee Maker? Oh, okay, Mr. Tantilus Elf. I would totally agree with that. It's probably best to be safe than sorry. My mama used to tell me when I was a little boy that we must always be safe and keep safe rather than be sorry. So indeed, I totally agree with you, Tantilus. We should definitely put out the fire. I'll do that now while I'm on my watch. You can go to sleep now and get some rest that you thoroughly deserve, Mr. Elf Tantilus. Don't worry. I'll sort the fire out and I'll take care of it, and I'll watch and be on the alert all completely and utterly. I promise you that. I really will. No problem indeed, young Kendrick. I believe very much that you will. Thank you very much. I shall see you a bit later on. Be alert and careful whilst on watch, my young friend. As Kendrick watched alertly and on guard, as he said he promised he would to Tantilus, it was at this point that strange little white creature that you may remember from the last time we were here reappeared up in the trees in the forest. Oh dear, it seems that the tent flap keeps opening, and I'm worried that the cold will get in and wake up both the Wizard and Tantilus. Let me do something about that. I must put something by the tent flap and stop it from opening and just hopefully stop them from getting cold during the night. So Kendrick found a stone, propped it against the tent flap so that the door wouldn't keep open, just to make sure that his friends wouldn't get cold during the night. Which in hindsight would seem like a good idea, but however, should they have to come out in a rush, not such a smart idea. And that's precisely what had to happen next. Hello, what are you? What do you want? Are you here to hurt me? Do you want to take me on in a fight? Are you going to attack me? The strange white creature kept on waving frantically behind him, behind the trees behind them, as if trying to say something to Kendrick. What is it, young creature? What are you trying to tell me? Is everything okay? It was then that Kendrick realised why this little strange creature with the white furry hair was frantically waving behind him. He looked behind to see that Runestar was panicked and in a frenzy, and stamping and jumping all over the place. Runestar, what is it, Runestar? What is it you sense, girl? What's happening? What's happening indeed? Is something wrong? It's okay. It's fine. Don't worry, little friend. We'll be okay. They're so fine. They'll be fine. They won't hurt us. They're not going to hurt us. Little creatures, whatever you are, don't hurt us. We mean you no harm. Came sounds, strange, curdling sounds from the little green creatures. They seemed to be in no way understanding poor Kendrick, and they were no way were they backing off. They were here for one reason only, and that was to attack the camp and cause a ruckus. Please, okay, don't hurt us. It's okay. We're friendly. The little white furry friend, was getting quite agitated by these little green creatures, and he was threatening them with his club. It's okay, we mean you no harm, we're just camping here for the night, we will mean no harm, said the little green creatures, clearly not listening to anything that Kendrick was saying. Okay, that's fine, okay, I guess that you're not friendly, so you're here to cause trouble. In that case then, I think I better wake everybody up and get some help. Tantilus! Wizard! We need help! Danger! The camp is under attack! Please, quick! Wake up! We need help! It's urgent that you come and help us straight away! Aha, yes, I see. This is quite a predicament that we are finding ourselves in, young Kendrick the Coffee Maker. You did well to wake us up, and I'm glad to see that we have a new ally with us to fight off these foul creatures. What's all the fuss about? What's all the noise about? Didn't even get a chance to get my hat on. What's all this nonsense about? What are these little things here disturbing my sleep? What's going on here? These, my dear wizard, are foul creatures from the depths of these woods. They're known as Oakenscowl, and they have no mercy for anybody that they wish to attack. They mean to harm us dearly, and they will not listen to any reason whatsoever. I fear, my friends, we must fight them and hold them back and protect ourselves and this camp. Are you ready, team? Are you with me? Are you ready for battle? Let's get on with it then. I'm about to sleep. It's not time for my watch yet. Okay, Tantilus, we'll follow you lead. We'll do exactly what as you want. We'll get among and we'll help to defend our camp with you. Came the voice of the little furry white creature. He was keen to get in there among them himself and just wipe out some of these foul creatures. Ha! Take that! Oh, get away from me, you horrible little green thing! Damn nuisance you are! Get out of my way! Come on, be off with you! Attack them, team! Don't let up! They won't let up! Sort them out till all of them are totally and utterly wiped out! Okay, Tantilus, my friend, we'll do exactly as you say. Of course we will. Cursed little creatures, where are you anyway? Go back to the forest with you. Leave us alone. We're meaning you no harm. We're just here camping for the night. Go back to your homes. Go back to your forests. Attack, team. That's it. Take them down one by one, and they will leave us in peace, my friends. There we go. I think that is all of them, my friends. We have defeated them and sent them away, back to their woods. Foul creatures. We fought bravely. Kendrick, your sword skills have indeed improved so much since we last worked. It's been a pleasure to fight alongside you all. The friends had battled hard. Now 4 of their number, all in a moment of minutes. It was all over. The Oakenscowl had been defeated. None of them had survived, and all lay dead or unconscious or wounded on the campsite. Tantilus and the team had wiped them out and saved the camp, even Runestar. So what should we do with the bodies, Tantalus, sir? Should we burn them or bury them? What should we do? I think we should just burn them. Burn them completely. Just burn them completely up. Annoying little things. Don't deserve burial. They're just annoying little foul little creatures that just had no reason to attack us. Nasty things. We should just burn them, I think. Don't you agree, Tantalus? Burn them all up. Don't give them such a burial. Just burn them. They're just nothing but vermin. Indeed, Wizard, I would agree with you completely and wholeheartedly. They are indeed nothing but scum. We shall indeed pile them up and we shall burn them in a heap. Do you have a spell that you can use to do such a thing, dear Wizard? Of course I do. I'm a wizard. I can do almost anything. Of course I can burn this horrible lot. Let's get them piled up and I'll burn them and send them back to the ashes where they belong. Incendio, Firio, Ablazo. There, that should do it. There you go. The fire's burning beautifully. Should be just right to burn these horrible, foul creatures that we have here. Get rid of their bodies to the dust where they belong. What now, Tantalus? Do we go back to sleep? What should we do? I'm not sure what to do right now, dear Wizard. It seems that our night has been disturbed by the attack of the Oaken Scowl. I fear that we would have to stay awake, plus the fact that this fire may well attract further attention. Well, okay, I don't know about you, but I'm not particularly tired. I don't know about you, Mr. Wizard and Tantalus. And as for our little white furry friend, he doesn't seem to be tired one little bit. He doesn't even seem to get tired. I guess we could probably just stay awake for the remaining hours until dawn. It probably wouldn't hurt us and make sure the camp is safe. Yes, I think, Kendrick, that is a good idea. Yes, Kendrick, you speak sense there. Yes, we'll sit and stay awake till dawn, I feel, and then we should probably move on to wherever it is your sister's being held. I fear, Tantalus. Do you think so? Indeed, dear Wizard, we shall do that, absolutely. We must, of course, stay alert still, because it is still night time, and we may yet come under attack from either further Oaken Scowl, or, as I say, vegetable mutant people. Who knows? Now tell me, young Kendrick the Coffee Maker, I see you have made a new friend this evening. Do you plan to keep him, and what shall you name him? I don't really know. I haven't really thought of a name for him. I don't even know whether or not he'd want to stay with me and be my friend. I mean, after all, he did come to my aid when the Oaken Scowl first attacked, and he was very, very clearly looking to protect me and help me rather than attack me, so I guess he's not going to do us any harm. Tell me, Tantalus, what species is our young white furry friend, you know? Yes, I do indeed, Mr. Wizard. The young character, the young white furry character that is among us and is our new ally this night, he is a Yetimok. They are very much lonesome creatures. They don't dwell in any pack or group. So I'm surprised to find that he has indeed taken a liking to our little group. Maybe there is something about young Kendrick that he feels akin to. I do not know. So yes, I fear that he is with us for good and will wish to join our group. I trust that you do not object to that, Mr. Wizard? Of course not. Any help that we can possibly get to rescue your sister would be useful. If the young thing wants to come with us and help us, then that's fine by me. And as you quite rightly say, he seems to have taken a bit of a liking to young Kendrick there. So perhaps, Kendrick could maybe befriend him and look after him, and the young furry creature would become an ally to us. Og, the little creature said, in joy. He clearly wanted to stay with the group. Indeed, then, it is settled. Young creature, you are welcome to join our expedition. Be alert, it will be dangerous, no doubt. We could use your help. I'm sure you will be willing to help us down the line. Am I right? The creature confirmed. So Kendrick, my dear, what shall you call our young furry friend, do you think? Well, he does seem to like to say Ugga quite a lot, so maybe I should just call him Uggy or Oggy or something like that. I don't know. What do you think, young furry creature? What would you like to be called? Which, roughly translated, I don't really mind. So Kendrick decided to call him Oggy. It seemed to suit him. In that case then, I shall call you Oggy, and you shall join us on our little travels as we go to rescue Tantilus' sister. So welcome to the group, Oggy. It's good to have you around, and thank you so much for helping me this evening and protecting me and against the Oakenscow and helping to warn the others. I could have really died without your help, so I do appreciate it very much, Oggy. Which, roughly translated, meant you're welcome, Kendrick. After travelling many more days, stopping at campsites overnight, approximately, I think the wizard worked out, it was roughly about 4 days, they finally came to their destination. They had faced Oakenscow at their first campsite. They had indeed faced mutant vegetable people on one of their camps overnight, and once again the team slayed the enemies and were victorious in saving the camp. And finally, after much travelling and not knowing where to go and toing and froing and moaning and groaning and mumbling and complaining from the wizard, Tantilus and the friends finally arrived at the tower. Well, it would appear that we've arrived, Tantilus, sir. It's quite an amazing tower, isn't it? Look how big it is, and how spectacular it is. There's lots of designs and towers and buildings part of it, isn't there? Look at it. It's quite an impressive structure, and these strange-looking trees in the courtyard or the gardens are most unusual. I've never seen anything quite like them. Do you have any idea what they are, Tantilus? Indeed I do. They are special trees that only grow in certain places, and it takes a very special power to make them grow successfully. Whoever owns the tower obviously is skilled in that kind of art, as they seem to have successfully grown the trees and have adorned their gardens with them. In regards to the tower, it is a spectacular structure. You are quite correct. As I say, once it was an elven fortress, but as you can see, it has gone into disrepair somewhat and been disowned, and no elves now currently live here. And who the devil knows? Who's taken over such a big structure? What can you possibly want with such a big building? It's just huge. They must have lots of people to be able to run and maintain such a large building. It must cost a lot of money. My dear wizard, unlike your world, we do not have to worry about paying for upkeep of our properties. It seems that we are able to do that without the need for paying anyone for them. But as you quite rightly say, it is a very large structure, and once it housed a great tribe of elven folk, similar to my own people, only that their hair was blonde. But unfortunately, they were forced to leave. Nobody really knows why, but they were. So does somebody live there now, do you think? Indeed they do, young Kendrick the Coffee Maker, because this is where my sister is being held captive. Which, roughly translated, means, whereabouts is she? Well, probably is. We don't know for sure. Nobody really knows for sure because nobody really understands Oggy. That, my dear Oggy, is something we will find out. I have a feeling that she will be locked away nice and tightly, and it will not be easy to retrieve her. Well, let's get going and let's get moving then and go find her and see where she is inside this huge, incredible tower. And then we can get her out of here and get her safe back to the village or wherever it is you want to take her. Tantalus, I don't know what your plan is. As you quite correctly surmised, dear wizard, that is exactly my plan. We shall rescue my sister, and I shall return with her to my village and keep her safe and protect her, and I will patch her up if she has any injuries or ailments. I hope, however, that she has been treated well. Okay then, Tantalus, lead on. We'll follow right behind you, won't we, wizard and Oggy? Of course, oh yes, indeed. We've travelled long enough and many days to get here, so let's get on with it. I want to get it done. I need a cup of tea, and I want to get on with it as well. Ogga, Oggy said enthusiastically. So the friends journeyed on and headed for the tower doorway. Foolish mortals! Do you really think you can enter my tower? You are foolish indeed. You will perish right here in this spot. This is my tower. Nobody enters this tower unless I say so. Indeed we have a pickle here, it would appear, Mr. Wizard. We are being hailed by a strange figure atop the tower ahead of us. Indeed, he seems rather unfriendly, don't you think? He doesn't seem to want to let us into his tower. It's very inhospitable of him. Obviously he has no manners at all whatsoever, young whippersnapper. Here you up there. Do you know who I am? I'm a wizard. I'm old and experienced and very knowledgeable. What do you think you're doing talking to me like that? Phil? Come down here at once and talk to my face if you're so brave. I'll soon put you in place and give you a good smacking, you cheeky young thing. You are a worm to me, wizard. You will not pass my threshold. I will destroy you before you can enter this place. Who might you be anyway? Introduce yourselves now. Tell me why you are intruding on my land. Fools, worms, scum. We're terribly sorry, Mr. Angry Man, sir. We don't mean to cause any harm. We're just here to rescue somebody. The princess, the sister of Tantalus here. His sister is here, we believe, and she's in grave danger. We've come to rescue her and take her safely home. Ha 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 ha! Do you think I shall let her go that easily, you foolish mortals? Of course she's here. It is I that took her, that kidnapped her. She is my prisoner. You cannot have her. She will never leave this tower, not so long as I live and breathe. In that case, you strange and aggressive fellow, it seems that we will have to put you in your place and make sure that you are dead so that I can take my sister, my dear sister, safely away from this hideous tower. Shut your mouth, elvish scum. Your people are a spurn to this land. I will wipe you out, and I will spill your blood all over my land. It will fertilize and help my beautiful trees to grow. You cannot have the princess at all. I will not let you have her. You are foolish. You will never get past my defences. Dash it all, it seems we're surrounded yet again by strange creatures. What is it with this place? Why is it everybody wants to kill us in this place? It's annoying. Frustrating. Just want to peace and quiet, just rescue this woman and get her home, and what happens? All the time we're being attacked by strange creatures. This land of yours, Tantalus, is hostile in every way. I don't think there's anything friendly here whatsoever. How do you live here? How do you survive here even? It's just ridiculous. Nothing seems to be safe here. Nothing at all. You just don't have anything friendly here. It's just disaster. It would appear that we are once again in trouble, my friends, and we have to fight for our lives if we wish to succeed on this mission. But I believe in faith. These things are nothing but aberrations. They are just oozes that we can kill in no time at all. They will not take much to dispatch. Come, friends, let's defeat them and move on. My sister awaits us. Foolish mortals! Do you think that my creatures, my army, my servants can be beaten that easily? Of course they're not going to be beaten that easily. They will eat you and clean your bones of all flesh, muscle, whatever it might be, you foolish mortals. You will not survive this, and you will not enter my tower. You will die here and be buried here with the land, as you should be, you foolish, foolish creatures. How dare you enter my property? Creatures, minions, deal with these scum of people. Wipe them out. So once again the friends fought side by side, valiantly, with vigour, for their lives, knowing that they had to rescue the sister of Tantilus. It was important that they get her safe. They'd come all this way, travelled so many days, been through so much together, so they desperately wanted to get there and reach a goal. So they sliced, they diced, they cut, they thrust, they hacked their way through the creatures that were attacking them, surrounding them on all sides. Ha! Ya! You horrible, foul creature! I will cut you to pieces and into the dust. Brrr, stupid thing, whatever you are, you're annoying, you're just nothing but ooze. I will soon pay to that. I'll use my spells, my fire spells will sort you lot out, no problem at all. Incendio evaporatio. Incendio evaporatio. Burn, you horrible things. Brrr. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm getting covered in what seems like ooze and ichor. I don't know what it is. I hope it's not poisonous, but it's all over my clothes. I'm going to have to take a really long bath after this today. I really am. Oggy was thoroughly enjoying himself, bashing the creatures to smithereens with his club, pulping them into nothing but liquid and ooze on the ground. Be strong, my friends. Keep on fighting. We can win this. As we've won so many battles so far together, we can do this one as well. It's just another battle. Fools! Mortal fools! What do you know? You will die here. You will not defeat my minions. No matter how brave or hard you fight, they will defeat you. You will die here. Your bones will decay in the dust, and you will never be seen again by anyone. Foolish mortals. But despite all the mocking of the strange being on top of the tower, the friends did prevail. They slaughtered every single one of those aberrations, and everywhere around them lay pools of stinking, steaming ichor. The smell in the courtyard was overpowering, so much so that their noses were totally and utterly filled with the stink and the stench. What is that? It's disgusting. What is puddles of ooze everywhere? It's disgusting, I tell you. Foul, revolting. So disgusting creatures. What is the matter with them? They're just nothing but liquid piles of, I don't know, goo. Indeed they are, my dear wizard. They are nothing but magical beings, created, I fear, by our enemy who now stands before us. You mortal scum, you fools! You may have beaten my minions, but you still haven't defeated me. To get past me and to rescue your sister, I must be defeated. But only one of you can fight me. You can't all fight me, because only one of you is here for one reason, for rescuing his sister. So you, elf scum, I challenge you. I challenge you to a duel. If you defeat me, then you may go rescue your sister, you foul, evil, disgusting, mortal elf scum. The rest of you, you will stand back. You will not move. So the strange man in blue waved his hand, and before Kendrick, Oggy, and even the wizard could do anything, and Runestar for that matter, they suddenly felt an invisible force all around their bodies, binding them tightly. None of them could move. They couldn't do anything. It was just Tantilus on his own. They had to hope that their friend could defeat this strange man, this strange creature in front of them, because they were helpless and couldn't do anything to help him. Dash it all, you horrible man! What have you done to us? What is this, some wicked dark spell that you've put upon us? How dare you put a spell on me, a wizard? You've no right to do that. I'm the one that do spells around here, not you. Shut up, wizard. You are nothing but a fool. You may have magic, but your magic is nothing compared to that power that I own, that I wield. You cannot defeat me, so you would not be much of a challenge to me. And as for you, human with the stupid little cap on your head, you are a fool. You are reckless, inexperienced. You're not even a sword fighter. You have no idea what you've got yourself into. There's nothing brave about you at all. You're just a foolish boy. I wouldn't say that. I've done many things the past few days, and I've seen many things and had to fight to save my life many times, so you know nothing about me, strange blue man. You really don't. Shut up, boy. I have nothing further to say to you. And as for your hairy friend there next to you, he is abomination. Once I have defeated Tantilus, the elf you call him, before me, I shall destroy each and every one of you. And as for your furry friend, he will be cut up, impaled into many pieces, and I will feed him to my pets. He is worth nothing but food to them. Stand up side, mortal scum. You cannot defeat me. You cannot interfere with my fight with the elf. None of you can. Stay where you are. So the friends had to stand aside helplessly, unable to help Tantilus as he fought bravely against the man. The swords clashed, the sound of steel, the charge of Tantilus and his lance, the grunts of the blue man. They fought, they slashed, they attacked, they thrust, they hacked each other. The battle seemed to go on forever. The strange little blue man, who called himself Lord Zodiac, even managed to knock the lance out of Tantilus's hand, so it was just sword against sword. Yeah, you will die today, strange blue man, Lord Zodiac. I will defeat you and rescue my sister. You will do no such thing, elven scum. Your blood will be flowing on this land. You will not defeat me at all. The two men fought, the elf and the Zodiac, the Lord Zodiac, fought and fought, while his friends looked on helplessly. Eventually, though, a winner did come out, because even the greatest swordsman could not continue to keep up all of that swordplay for such a long time without getting tired. And it was eventually the elf Tantilus who was so skillful as he danced and whirled around the Lord Zodiac with his sword, who came out the victor on this day. No! How could you, elven scum, defeat me, the greatest swordsman in the land? How could you defeat me? Indeed, Lord Zodiac, you are indeed a good swordsman. However, I am a greater swordsman. I have practiced swordplay for many years, and I am well honed in the art of swordplay. Now speak! I have beaten you fairly in this duel. You will release my sister. You will tell me where she is right now, and we will be on our way. And you, Lord Zodiac, will go back from wherever it was that you came. Grrr. This is not over, mortals. I shall have my vengeance on you all. I shall return, and you shall know my true power, and next time we meet, I shall indeed beat you all, you scum of this earth. As you say, Lord Zodiac, then we shall look forward to our next meeting with you. Scandalous man, how dare you speak to us like that? Who do you think you are? Threatening us all the time and saying you're going to beat us next time again and see us again. We're never going to see you again. Not if we can help it anyway. Exactly, we don't want to see you again. You're just a fool. You're just an annoying man, a nasty man. Doesn't deserve our time. Go away. Be off with you. Leave us now to rescue Tantilus' sister, you horrible, horrible man. You and I, wizard, will fight one day. And we shall see which of us is the greatest of power. For now, I will go. And just like that, the blue man, who called himself Lord Zodiac, waved his hands in the air, and in an instant, he disappeared as he teleported out of that courtyard of those tower gardens, leaving just the four friends behind. The moment Lord Zodiac had disappeared, a white force field also dissipated away from one of the towers, and there, in her cage, was an elf maiden, looking scared, sad, believing that she would never be free again. But to her amazement, she looked out from her cell and saw a wizard and a Yetimok coming to her aid. The wizard had said that the best way to rescue the princess, the she-elf, would be for him to use magic to release the cage. Oggy, the Yetimok, had deftly climbed the tower with such speed that the elf, Tantilus, and Kendrick were astounded at his ability at climbing. He would carry the she-elf down from her cell after the wizard had set her free. Right then, okay then, Oggy, are you ready? I'm going to cast a spell now, and when I do, the cage is going to be released, and the princess will be free. Are you ready to carry her down the tower? Take care, young Oggy. Do not hurt my sister as you bring her down carefully from the tower. It's a long climb down. I hope that you will be careful with her. Which probably translated meant, of course I will, Tantalus. I will take great care of your sister. Kipokio, Releasio, Fedomo, said the wizard loudly, as he waved his hands and his staff over the cell of the princess, the she-elf. There we go, that should do it. That should be just enough to free her and take her out of her cell. There you go then, Oggy, take her away. And to everyone's utter astonishment, Oggy the Yetimok carried the she-elf, Tantalus' sister, safely down the tower, away from her horrible prison, and down onto the ground. He was surprisingly gentle, considering he was a wild animal. Tantalus was most impressed. Oggy, young Oggy, you impress me muchly. You are indeed a truly remarkable Yetimok. I have never known the like. I never knew you were such good people. I thank you kindly for bringing my sister safely down. Okay, that was really good. Yeah, Oggy, you really were quite amazing. Indeed, you were very, very good, very, very clever indeed. Absolutely. Very impressed indeed, Oggy. Very impressed indeed. Ooga, ooga, gaga. Which probably translated meant thank you very much, all of you. And even the Yeti on his blue face may have had a tad crimson as he blushed shyly at the praise. The four friends looked at the princess, the she-elf, Tantalus, his sister. Kendrick, Oggy, let's just step back a minute and let Tantalus and his sister say hello and be reunited. It's been a traumatic time for him, so they need to greet each other and hug or whatever it is elves do. It's fine, Mr. Wizard. No problem at all. My sister and I are not prone to open emotional things, but I do appreciate the space that you've given me. My dear sister, I am so good and glad to see you here, and safe and sound once again. Oh, my dear brother, I never thought I'd see you again. It was horrible up there. I was kept prisoner in a filthy, dirty cell. I was treated badly and mocked by the horrible, horrible Lord Zodiac. He gave me very little food, nothing but bread and water. It was horrible. I'm dirty, uncomfortable. I've slept on straw and hay. It was horrible, the worst experience of my life, Tantilus. I never thought I would see you again. I'm so pleased to see you. My dear sister, I was always going to come for you. You know that. I will always be there for you. I am just so glad to see that you are safe. My friends, I want you to meet my sister. This is Selenia. She is younger than me, and we grew up together as orphans. We had no parents, nobody to look after us. We only had each other. Oh, Tantalus, that's so sad. I had no idea. I thought you that even in elven families that there was happiness. I had no idea. Ordinarily, Kendrick the Coffee Maker, you would be right. There would be a strong family, even in elven custom. But alas, my sister Selenia and I were not to have that luxury. I am forever grateful to you, my 3 friends. Selenia, I want you to meet my dear new friends. This, dear Selenia, is Kendrick the Coffee Maker, who's recently been training with me in sword skills and is becoming quite good as well, I have to say, and quite an accomplished, I should say, swordsman. This wise gentleman here is the Wizard. The Wizard, unfortunately, he has no name. Embarrassing, I know, very embarrassing. Indeed, I have no name, and I never will have. I'm the Wizard that shan't be named. Terribly embarrassing. And this is our newest friend, who we met only a few days ago. He has been named Oggy by Kendrick the Coffee Maker. As you can see, Oggy is a Yetimok, and without him we would not have survived the many scrapes and battles that we as a company have had to face. I owe you all my life, dear friends, as does my sister Selenia. Oh, what can I say? I thank you all so much for taking care of my big brother, for coming for me, for being good friends to him. And I'm so pleased to meet you all. I do hope that we can meet and get to know each other much, much better. I, like Tantalus, have no friends, so it would be great if I could get to know you all so closely and so well as Tantalus has. Indeed, Selenia, that time will come. For now, I must return to the village and make sure you are healthy and fit. Just one thing, Tantalus, sir. I just wondering. As you were talking, I was looking at this sword just before me. The sword that the Lord Zodiac left behind. It seems to be glowing in a way I've never known a sword to glow. Would you know why that might be? Oh my, Kendrick the Coffee Maker, I can tell you why that is. The sword, it is a sacred sword. It's enchanted, and a magical sword. It's a very, very magical sword indeed. A special sword. Kendrick, you must take it. You must wield it. Only you can wield it, because you are the one that sees it glowing. And we must find what the story is with this sword. I know a few things, my friends, my new friends, about this sword. There are many artifacts like this sword which are very special and enchanted also, and full of magical properties. It may be that they have fallen into the wrong hands, like this sword did. So perhaps we should consider perhaps we should look to find the rest of the items, the artifacts, so that they can be safe and kept from evil hands. What do you think, brother dear Tantilus? An interesting proposition. I think my sister Selenia is correct. Mr. Wizard, I propose that soon, in a few days, we should all meet again, and we should discuss the sword at length and talk about these artifacts. Would that be agreeable with you, Mr. Wizard?
Absolutely, indeed. Yes, if there's a risk of magical things getting into the wrong hands, then absolutely, we should certainly protect them and make sure they don't get into the wrong hands and get them all back safely. I totally agree. Yes, so come, in 3 days' time, to my place, to my home, to the Arcane Towers, and we can talk more, okay? But for now, take Selenia back to the village, get her healthy and fed and cleaned, and we will see you both in a few days' time, my friends, okay? Kendrick, Oggy, we must return to our own world. Are you ready to go through the portal once again?
Okay, Mr. Wizard, I'm ready. Of course I will. I'm ready to go with you now. Do take care, Tantilus, and I hope you both get safely back to your village. Nice to meet you, Selenia. And you too, Kendrick, as well. I look forward to meeting you more and getting to know you better. I really do. Take care, all of you. Travel safely back to your world. Don't worry, Oggy. It's perfectly safe. You'll be safe in this portal. It'll get us safely back to my world where I come from. You can find a home with me. We can go to the wizards and we can make you a home and eat so don't panic. We'll be fine. Just don't worry. We'll be fine. This portal will safely back us. Og, which probably translated would mean, okay, Kendrick, I trust you. And with that, in a flash, Kendrick and Oggy disappeared from sight, followed closely by the wizard and Runestar as they travelled back via the portal to their own world.